I just got tagged. Well, like a few weeks ago. Yes, that is correct. I got my first tag on this whole YouTube adventure. I've been on here for about a year, and the great Themoviefreak226, Brian himself, tagged me in a video, and so here is my video response to your video, and then I'll tag 3 people back. So I have 22 questions here, but so I'm going to try and utilize the collection, maybe give you an idea of what's in my collection, and answer these 22 questions to the best of my ability. Hopefully I'll edit it down, and it'll be less than 10 minutes of video. So, the first question I have here is, favorite movie and why? Well, in my collection, I would have to say one of my favorite movies is Schindler's List. Why? Just ask 1993 why. You can find out all the answers. A lot of stuff happened in 1993, and 1993 knows why. This is my favorite movie. Or one of my favorite movies. This is a really great box too. Hi, welcome to the future. Then we'll return back to the past. But I realized I missed question number 2. My favorite scene from a film. I'm an idiot. So here we go, we're going to tape this again, and really quick, I just want to say, it's the very end of The Shawshank Redemption, when Tim Robbins' character escapes Shawshank. There you go. Enjoy. That question is done. Now, back to the past. Alright, next question. Favorite actor and actress. Let's see, what's in the collection? Looking around. This is going to be fun. Hopefully I'll find something, and then bam! This guy right here, Nathan Fillion. And he was in 2006 Slither. That is a really good movie, but Nathan Fillion, one of my favorite actors. Alright, favorite actress. Oh, you know what? I like this actress a lot. I'm going to feature this. I'm going to say Joan Allen. We don't get to see much of her, but every once in a while, she was really great in this movie, The Contender. I think this movie was from 2000. Most annoying actor or actress. Probably one of the most annoying actors, even though I do like him from time to time, would have to be... One of the most annoying actors is Nicolas Cage. But every once in a while, he'll give us amazing performance, like 1987's Raising Arizona. He is quite annoying, especially last year. An annoying actress. Here we go. Looking around. Oh my gosh. Do I have any in my collection with annoying actors? I found one, but I like this movie. It would be Sandra Bullock. But this movie, she's not annoying. But sometimes I find Sandra Bullock very annoying, except for in Crash. She was great in Crash. Best director. Now, I think my best director would be an easy pick, and that would be Steven Spielberg. But also, I think a woman is a very awesome director. So let's find her film. Is a film that I actually do own on Blu-ray, but I don't have a Blu-ray player. But it's pretty good. And that would be Catherine Bigelow, The Hurt Locker, 2009. Favorite guilty pleasure. Alright, here's something easy. I'm going to go right to it. Let's find it. 2001's Josie and the Pussycats. It's an easy go-to for me. I love this film. And sometimes it's just so damn silly, I'm embarrassed. And feel guilty. Tearjerker, a movie that makes me cry. And I would say a movie that will make me cry almost every time would be a film called 1983's Terms of Endearment. The ending always makes me cry. And I love the music in this film and all the acting. One of the greatest chick flicks ever made. A chick flick for everyone, if you have a heart. Scary character. A very scary character. Let's see. I'm looking at it right now, and I remember this movie, Tim Robbins, being very scary in this film. I think this movie was 1999, Arlington Road, a very underrated film, and Tim Robbins, very scary character. Next question. Movies I love, but everybody seems to hate. There's an easy one for that. I know that, because I always have to defend this movie every time I talk, or it's brought up, or anything, and that would be 2003's Hulk. I absolutely love this film. It's one of my favorite superhero movies. Even though it's more of a tragedy film. Yes, I know a masterpiece is not a word that people like to use around this movie, but I do. Movies you hate and that everyone loves. Now, do I have any movies in my collection that I maybe hate and that everybody seems to love? Gosh, this is probably the most difficult question that I'm going to face right now. I'm not going to say I hate this movie. I'm not going to say people love this movie. I'm just going to say it's in my collection, and maybe somebody finds enjoyment out of it. And I don't know, maybe if it's a good reason that I should even have this movie in collection, though I do like the first 2 films. But maybe people will find some enjoyment about this. Or maybe they don't, but I think I hate this movie. I don't know why I own it. Maybe I own it only because I have the first 2 films, and I like Robert Rodriguez. So there you go. This movie might be loved by some people, but I think I hate it. Or maybe it's just hated by everyone. A movie duo that I absolutely love. Let's see, a movie duo that I absolutely love. I don't know, maybe I'll try and cheat on this a little bit, find someone that maybe not be easy as saying like Batman and Robin, but let's say two characters, maybe a road trip kind of movie. You know, a movie duo, I was looking at this and I think this movie is a good comedy. I think sometimes it's very funny, but I think it's a good movie duo movie. And I would have to say, 2007 Superbad. Now, this movie is not one of my favorite comedies ever made, but I have to say, it's a really great movie duo. Maybe even movie trio. But, you know, these two guys, probably some of their best work they've ever done. Animated film. I got some animated films. Mainly, I've got Pixar, but I'm going to have to say one of my favorite animated films. But this film, The Black Cauldron, saw it when I was a kid. Absolutely love it. It still holds up for me. And it's very, very dark. And it's like one of the first PG-rated Disney films. And it came out in the 80s, and it changed my life. Saw it with a double feature of E.T. and this, back in the 80s. The Black Cauldron. Actress crush and actor's crush. Well, I'll just pick both of them. Let's see. First, I will go and I will challenge myself with an actor's crush. Who, as an actor, am I really love. I have a crush on. Just because they just give such amazing work. I'm just going to pick this guy. I think this is really mine. I really love Christian Bale, and he was really great. You know, people, you know, probably think some of his best performances were in the Batman movies, and that is true. But here's The Prestige. Another great Christopher Nolan movie with another great Christian Bale performance. The guy's a great actor, especially in The Fighter, which he won an Oscar for. Actress. Actresses that I am in love with. There's a bunch. But let me see if I can find one specific film that showcases my love for a certain actress. I really like Naomi Watts. And she was fabulous in this movie. I think she deserved to be nominated for an Oscar. But 2005's King Kong, that very end, when she's with Kong on the, the Empire State Building. Fabulous performance by Naomi Watts in this film, and always makes me shed a tear. I really like Naomi Watts. One of the many actresses that I think I have a crush on. And I'm not much for blondes either, so there you go. Best villain. I'm going to say this is an easy one. I think one of the best villains ever captured on screen. Hannibal Lecter, right here. Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs, 1991. One of the greatest villains on screen. I think he was the #1 villain, according to AFI a few years back. Alright, I don't know, this number 15 question. I guess a movie that surprised me the most, maybe a movie that I thought was going to suck, but then ended up didn't sucking. This is really tough. This is very tough. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, in 2001 there was a movie called Joyride, starring Paul Walker. And I have to say, along with Fast and the Furious, this movie surprised me. I think I didn't see Fast and Furious till video because I thought it was going to suck. And this movie didn't suck either. This actually was a very good movie and a good thriller. I think it holds up really well today. So there you go. Joyride, 2001. One movie that I would keep. Oh, if I only had one movie in my collection. Let's see. I think if I only had one movie in my collection, what would it be? Let's just shoot out. Okay. I think if I had one movie in my collection that I could watch, I think it's just a beautiful film. So intense and so just amazing. Children of Men. There's a movie that I haven't watched this in a while, but I don't think I could ever live without this film. I'm going to now, I don't know what his thing was, but he was like recommend a movie, so I'm going to actually recommend a movie to MovieFreak226. Now, I don't know if he's ever seen this movie. Let's find a movie that I can recommend. Here we go, right here. I don't know if you've seen this movie, my friend, but I'm going to recommend Adaptation from 2002. This is a movie with Nicolas Cage where he got nominated for an Oscar, I think the last time he got nominated, and proved that maybe Nicolas Cage is not so annoying after all, because he does a dual role, plays two brothers, twin brothers. It's an incredible, interesting, weird, strange film from Charlie Kaufman and Spike Jonze. Number 18 was a question that he got really confused, so I have no idea what the question was, but the answer to that question might have been, let's just say this. I have no idea what the question was, but whatever the question was, let's just say the answer is this. So maybe you could do something, come up with something more clever, whoever I tag this to. Number 19. Let's see. Okay, he says, remake that should never have been made, and he actually pointed out the 2012's Total Recall and showed that he didn't really like the film. So I just want to say something to the MovieFreak226. If you want to send that movie to me, you know my address. I did send something to you. Feel free to send that movie to me, or maybe we can work out a deal, because I really loved Total Recall from last year and very much enjoyed it, and there you go. So if you don't want the film anymore, I would gladly take it off your hands. But I'm going to say, what remake should have never been made? That's a very easy thing, because I do own the film, and I don't know for how long, because I don't think I'll get around to ever really watching it again. I'm slightly a fan of this guy still, but this is a movie that I think really doesn't really deserve to be watched anymore, and that would be Mr. Deeds. I can't really remember if this movie's funny or not, so I'm going to say Mr. Deeds, which is a remake of a very old classic film. I think Mr. Deeds Goes to Town or something, and this is just some strange, weird, semi-funny, semi-stupid Adam Sandler knockoff. So, they maybe shouldn't have made this movie, and I probably shouldn't own it. Alright, number 20. There are actually 22 questions, and then I'm going to add 23. If I was about to die, what movie would I watch? Well, if I was about to die, what movie would I watch? I would watch the original, untouched Star Wars trilogy, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. These are the movies I would sit down and go, I know I'm dying in 6 hours, or 6.5 hours, and I would watch these. This is the cool steel case with all the movies in there. Awesome. These are actually the films. They actually brought out the films before they were all edited, and so I'd sit down and watch this. And hopefully someone would join me in my last hours of life. Number 21. Oh, movie genre and what from it. I'm just going to pick the Alien films, because I have a really cool Alien set. I know there's a better one on Blu-ray, but I don't own it. But I do own this great set on DVD. This is one of the best DVDs I ever bought like 10 years ago, and I would sit down and I'd probably watch Aliens from 1986 if I had to pick one, even though I do love the first two, and I can actually watch them all, but I would say Aliens from 1986. Yeah, 1986. What is your favorite car chase? Very easy, very easy. Here we go. One of the greatest car chases ever in cinema, The French Connection. There we go. The French Connection, Oscar-winning film, Gene Hackman, car chase sequence. Check it out. It'll blow your mind. Though I've not seen Bullets, I bet that one's better. But this is one I've seen, and this is an incredible car chase scene, along with Death Proof from 2007, Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. But I picked this one. This is amazing. If you haven't seen this film, French Connection, watch it. The question I'm going to shoot out to who I tagged to would be, what movie do you wish never had a sequel? What movie do you wish never had a sequel? I'm going to tag 3 people, and if your name is here, hopefully you'll see all 23 questions, answer them all the best of your ability, but I'm going to pick Joe Caldwell from Caldwell 3, Puck Bond 007, and That Movie Nerd Kevin. So if you've heard your name, you are tagged, and I hope you find some time to make a video and then tag somebody else with these questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I think I got tagged again, so maybe you'll see another video from me very, very soon. Please go to We Live Film. We Live Film, We Live Film, who YouTube, We Live Film, who YouTube, blah. Oh my gosh, forever long video. But of course, I will edit it down to hopefully 10 minutes. Bye.